Goal 17.
Thank you very much, Edwin. So I think we can all be inspired by what we've heard this evening and the fantastic work that Street Soccer does. And my job here really is to be the glue that sticks this together. Because we all want to do good, right? I'm pretty sure everyone in this room would like to make a difference. But it's much easier to make a difference if it also makes commercial sense. Would you agree? So if we can find a way to make an impact but also have a commercial benefit, it's much more interesting. And hence why this event is called How to Win Multi-Million-Pound Contracts, because who would like to win a multi-million-pound contract? Only a few of you. Okay, there might be more. Okay. And maybe you're not feeling brave enough, so maybe I'll give you some information that will help you feel brave enough to actually apply for some of those contracts. So my personal belief is that business for good is good for business. And my personal mission in life is to help people really understand that and really embrace that so they can take it forward within their businesses. Because if we are going to make a difference and actually start transforming what we have here on our planet, in our world, in our communities, we're going to have to use business to do it. But to make it business, we've got to make commercial sense. So let's have a look at these contracts. £200 billion last year was spent by the public sector on contracts with third parties. Now, an interesting shift happened in April 2018 because the government made it much easier and much more accessible for small and medium businesses to apply and be part of winning those contracts. So that means if you're a large business here or a smaller business, you've all got the same opportunity to have a bit of that pie, effectively. But, of course, with it opening up, it means it's just got that bit more competitive. So to be able to actually win these contracts, we're going to need to stand out from the crowd. We're going to need to do something differently to show that we can actually win these contracts. And you've heard the fantastic work that Conway's doing, and I'm going to share with you and hopefully inspire you with some ways that you can have the confidence to bid for them, but also the ability to win them. So I see two key trends at the moment that are happening in the contracts world in terms of being able to get that edge and to stand out from the crowd. Firstly, CSR, or CSI, as Keith alluded to, is really important. But CSR that goes that extra mile. And secondly, evidencing that you have the best people. I did a bit of research before coming here today, and I looked at a load of public sector contracts, and every single one of them, as well as having that weighting for CSR, had a really heavy weighting on the company being able to evidence that they had the best people. So let's have a look at both of these. How do you stand out from your CSR? Now, this is great for winning contracts. It's also really great for winning staff as well and getting people to want to be part of what you're doing. And to do that, what you need to do is go that extra mile. And maybe not just send a cheque, because once upon a time, it was really valuable and people loved it when companies gave a cheque. And just like Keith alluded to before, that donation, he didn't want that donation. He wanted more. He wanted that level of engagement. And that's how you stand out from the crowd, is by showing that you're not just sending a cheque, you're getting hands-on and getting involved. And I will share with you the case study of what we do to help companies do that. But then what about the people? Well, those of you who employs people here? So most people who are employing people, okay? 870,000 unfilled jobs in the UK as we speak. Employing people is getting harder and harder. And as we head into the 2020s, it's only going to get worse. We're going to see unprecedented numbers of baby boomers retiring, and then we've got these fantastic millennials and Gen Zs and Gen Ys coming in, who, to be honest, can be quite difficult to understand because their needs and desires are quite different, not difficult, they're just different. So Gen Ys, to give you an example, the average job tenure of a Gen Y is just 2.4 years. And then a Gen Z, their average job tenure is just 1.2 years. So there's a real challenge as we head into the future workplace, and we need to be able to engage these young people. And in order to meet these contracts and to win them, it's going to be more and more helpful to evidence that you can have the best people on your projects. So let me tell you about what we did with Goal 17 and Conway and Street Soccer. Conway invested in one of our programs where we took 11 of their employees and taught them how to become effective mentors. Because most young people want to lead, and most other people in the workplace want to be able to lead and create a culture where everybody's supporting each other to stay in employment. So we took them and put them through a really engaging mentor training experience. Now, in terms of evidencing, they came out of that, and our future candidates will come through our training, and they will actually get a certificate from a university, so that company can prove that they are investing in their people and keeping that engagement and creating a culture of engagement and retention among their staff through effective mentoring and coaching. So they get this world-class training, but it helps them because 72% of younger generations want a mentor in the workplace. And actually having a mentor doubles the likelihood that their young people will stay in employment beyond 5 years. So this is a really great tool for them. It's a real commercial benefit. So by investing in this programme, they are getting a commercial return, reducing their recruitment costs. But we are a social enterprise. So from that investment, what we do is we then share that, in this case, with the Street Soccer Foundation. And for every single person that comes through our programme, that match funds one of the young people through the Street Soccer Foundation. But like I said before, to stand out, you can't just make money, you've got to do more. So what we actually do is we pair them with the homeless young people. And our mentor trainees get to perfect their skills and cement their learning by mentoring one of the young people that's going through the Street Soccer programme. Of course, this massively skills up all of the corporates coming through our programmes, but it also means that those staff are getting hands-on experience. So when they go into the communities and they start recruiting people from the communities, like Sharon mentioned, maybe people who've been ex-offenders or people that have been NEETs before, they've actually got some experience and they know how to manage them and how to get the best out of them. So I'm going to show you just a really short video of the Conway cohort and their experience with the programme.
I feel nervous and excited. It's a huge responsibility thinking that you're actually going to have an impact on somebody's young life.
What's going to be fantastic and what I can't wait for is to see them at the end of their 10-week programme and see how much they've actually progressed.
Hopefully I want to make an effect to someone's life, make them better themselves, and I hope I'm up to the job.
Goal 17 has been one of Conway's best projects I think that we've got involved with. It's a very special opportunity for anyone because it's very easy, if you like, to pledge a financial commitment, but being allowed to actually spend the time with these young people has been what's made it for me, because the rewards coming back are just the best. I feel wonderful about what I've been able to do with these young people in these 10 weeks.
We have goals, aspirations we need to achieve, and we look at our dreams and through the workplace with what we do. So it's a great level, really. That's what I've found about the whole experience.
It's made me a lot more reliable and like a lot more keep to time schedule. It's definitely opened up my eyes to a lot of what's going on around.
I feel more positive about myself, got future goals. Yeah.
It's nice to know you're working for a company that wants to help people, help young people out there, and realising that you have got something to give.
To see what these young people have been able to achieve in the last 10 weeks has just made me smile inside and out. It's been an absolute incredible experience for me and very humbling.
I think it's helped change my outlook on life in general. Before I came to the street soccer course, maybe I was a bit bad, you know what I mean? But since I've came, I've understood that I have to change if I want to make something of my life. I can't just keep doing what I've been doing.
I've definitely become more confident because when I meet new people, I'm just like really shy. I will not talk to them like full stop. But yeah, I've spoke to everyone, including you.
It's been incredibly emotional and very rewarding. So I felt like I've probably got just as much from this experience as Jacob, my mentee, has as well. And seeing his progress has just been incredible for me. And I just hope that in 10 weeks, we can look back together, whoever I've mentored, whoever we build a partnership with, to be able to look back together and just say, look how far we've come.
because I know I'm going to get just as much from it as what they are, because I've already learned so much about myself.
As I'm sure you heard from there, the staff got just as much as that from the young people, and that's what this is about. And that is going to make Conway stand out above and beyond the rest of anyone else that's competing with them when it comes to these bids, because they are going that extra mile, they are going further, they're making that difference. So I hope this has inspired you to not only go out there and make your own impact and do your own thing, but also actually investing in your people and making sure that you're creating that sustainable workforce through your organisation, because that in itself is just as good as actually helping these young people as well. So I hope you all win your own multi-million-pound contracts, and I wish you all the best of luck and look forward to speaking to many of you later.